Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are working on this X3M, as you can see. You guys probably, what is it called? You guys probably remember from other videos, because this is the one I did do the intake install and the stage 3 pump and port injection install. I don't think I did a video of the port injection, but I did do it on this car. It is here now to install a manifold, as you see right here. I wonder if this is the box, but I'm pretty sure it is. Oh, and I guess an oil change, it looks like. So let me take that out of the car real quick. Alright guys, let's go ahead and pop the hood. You see it's right there. Looks like it's just like regular silver or chrome, whatever you guys want to call it. Not powder coated or anything. I guess should fit in this engine base. It's the white, and I guess that's silver bar. That should fit good right there. But yeah, time to just take all the goddamn. Well, probably I'd take the cowling off so I could take the strut bar off on the sides. The cowling's on the side. Gotta take the engine cover off. Maybe the intake. Hopefully not, but I'll see. And then I'm gonna disconnect battery, because I have to disconnect all this DME stuff to get more access to stuff under the manifold. But yeah, I'll be back once I disconnect the battery and get all this cowling out of the way from under the hood. Alright, so I got all the cowling off on the sides by the fenders, a bit over there. Now I just gotta take off. I'm gonna take off this little strut bar, and then I'm gonna take the big one off. That side I believe I don't have to touch, because I'm not even gonna be on that side. And then I'll take the engine cover off and the DME cover off, and I'll probably start disconnecting stuff there. And yeah, and make sure, like I said, disconnect the battery. Alright, so I also just took out the cover, the strut bar, and the wiper arms, and the wiper cowling. I was gonna take off that metal one, as you can see, that silver one. And then under that, there's this plastic one. So yeah, that's next. And finally, then remove DME. And once you remove DME, start moving wires out the way, drain coolant. Then you just got to disconnect all sensors and stuff like that from the manifold. And the most annoying part is going to be the charge pipe. That's going to be the hardest thing, at least in my opinion, because it's so down there. Alright guys, so I took off all the DME stuff already, as you can see. Gone. All the connectors are there. Here. If you don't have port injection, you don't have to worry about, you won't have this type of stuff. Well, since this car does, and it has its own standalone fuel system for the port injection. This is what it has. So I had to disconnect this, probably just unplug it, unscrew it from here and here to get these fuel lines out the way. But yeah, as you can see, I already got like some of the sensors off, and there was used to be like a harness right here bolted on. I took that off. I just need to take this off that I can see here, and then all the coolant lines after that. And that's what I have my guy over here doing. If you take the fender liner off over here on the bottom, there's a like a little radiator, coolant radiator that cools the coolant for all this stuff, or it's for all this, the coolant here. So I'm having them drain it there, so when I do disconnect some of these lines, the coolant just doesn't fall from here. It's already empty, so I get no coolant in the engine bay area. So yeah, that's what he's doing, and then I'll pick up the camera when I'm done the next step. Alright, so everything is out the way. The port injection this car had, I have it off. All the harnesses that were attached to the car right here in the way. Few lines out of the way. Took already the vacuum hose that's right here. All I need is coolant, I believe, and then that stupid ass charge pipe, and then the throttle body. I think there's a sensor on the throttle body. Well, not, I think there is. Need to take that off, and I think that's it. I mean, like I said, the only nightmare is the throttle body. But yeah, let's see how that goes. Alright, so all the coolant lines are disconnected. I disconnected the throttle body harness as well that connects to the throttle body. I also already disconnected the clip from the charge pipe. It was a mission. I used my hand from the right side, and I just grabbed it, I yanked on it,
even though it does hurt a little. And on this side, I just stuck a long ass pick through like a gap here. I don't know if I can be able to pick up the clip. It's still there. Oh, you can see it right there. Yeah, you see it right there. That's what I see it right there. There we go. Oh, I just focused for a bit. This down one, I put a long ass pick through there, and I pried it open that way, and I pushed it down. So I think, yeah, that's it. Everything connected to this manifold. So now all I gotta do is take those bolts off right here, and then pull up. All right, so I was having war with this goddamn manifold on the bottom pieces, so I didn't really record much, but it's out. You just gotta make sure this coolant little last line gets there's like a little hook that's on the manifold, and it sits in the little hook. Make sure you just unhook it before you start pulling, and then you just take this with it and you end up snapping it. This right here also is hooked in the manifold itself. You see that little clip there, so you got to pry that off. Here's the clip I was talking about in the last clip. You see you from there, and then this side, all I did from here, I pulled it with my hand. I went under the manifold like this, and I grabbed the clip right here, and instead of pulling it, and then that side I did it with a long pick. And then when you're pulling it up, it's better to have two people, because one kind of has to be pulling it up, and the other one at the same time has to be moving stuff out the way. Like I had to move this out the way. I had to move like one of these harnesses out the way because they were getting tugged in when he was almost all the way out. But yeah, it's not that bad with a stock charge pipe, I guess, but with an aftermarket one, it's annoying. Here it is. We're gonna go ahead, put the new one side to side next to it, and see everything we have to transfer over. Alright, so we have the manifold side by side. So as you can see, there's obvious you have to switch over, like the throttle body and this piece here. Swap over to here. There's like a little grommet you'd put here. I've installed one of these before, so we need to take this rail off because you can't install it with the rail on. You don't have access to the bolts to tighten it to the actual car itself. And then switch over like this sensor here onto this one. One thing I have noticed that we don't have in the kit, we don't have nothing to block off this. And this clearly doesn't have anything there. There's like a hole, pre-made hole, but it doesn't actually go in. So I got to see what's up with that. But yeah, let's get to swapping stuff over. Alright, so as you can see, it's already in. I didn't really record much of me transferring everything over, but pretty self-explanatory. Just switch over whichever you see you need to switch over, like sensors, etc., throttle body, stuff like that. Or maybe some, I know some manifolds, like I believe we did the Mishimoto one we've installed before. They even have like special brackets you have to bolt on and stuff, but this one doesn't. But yeah, that's in. Throttle body is connected, or everything, harness is connected, cooling lines are connected. It's fully bolted on. Now it's just to put everything around it on. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. Alright, so it's been a while since I picked up the camera. We had lunch here at my job, and then also we're looking for fittings for here because this port rail is a different size. To, you know, bolt these together, you need an adapter for both sides, and we don't have any, and this manifold didn't come with any adapters, so we actually have to wait on that. And then this also, there's no block out for this, and this actually goes straight through as a hole. It actually goes through. It's not just like a, on the stock manifold it looks like there's something there, but there isn't. So yeah, that's that. I believe this is a G80 manifold, but it still works for most things. But like this little harness, you see, it doesn't really line up here because of this. So just one bolt's holding it in. I just put the DME in, putting all the harness there. Always good to take a picture. I'll put my picture, I guess, on the screen just in case you guys didn't. But yeah, I have that picture for reminding me what connector goes where. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and connect all those DME connectors. And that's pretty much it. And then I just put the little cover the DME has and all that stuff. But I believe I'm not gonna do that yet because I'm still gonna need to have access for when we do get the adapters for the port rail for the fuel lines. I'm gonna need that room without the cowling to get to that back one. So I'm not really gonna put this car totally together, but for you guys will see, for the most part you'll see most of it together. So yeah, I'm gonna do this.
I mean, that's pretty much it for the install, guys. As you can see, the manifold is on. With this sun, man, it's so crazy. Could hardly see what. It's sun glaring, but yeah. The manifold is on, port injection rail is on, everything is on. We're just, like I said, if you're doing port injection, just make sure you wire these and you know, get the right adapters. Like, we don't have an adapter right now, so yeah, that's what we're dealing with, waiting on adapters. But besides everything else is connected. All the DME stuff is on, all that stuff's on. But yeah, it's looking real good. That's it for the install. The rest is just cowling, and like I said, I'm not putting cowling on because we still have other stuff to do with the stuff we missed. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. I guess just keep on the lookout for more videos, hopefully more X3M stuff, you know, S58 related stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it.